All right, so to get this started, this is going to be very much a hip opening flow here. We're going to take this toward 8 angle or Astavakrasana, which definitely means a lot of work on the hips. So the inner thighs, the hamstrings quite a bit as well. Be ready for that. I got 2 demonstrations before we start this. So once we get to the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat at the very end, and we're going to come into crow first. We'll just hold that for a couple breaths, and then I'm going to cue this into flying lizard. And I want you to go at least into the setup of each of the poses. They're both arm balances. You don't have to take it all the way where both feet are actually lifting up off the floor, but getting into crow is just for the strength, taking this into the arms more or less. And then flying lizard is a very uncomfortable variation of crow, but it causes you to really engage the inner thighs, and that's what we're looking for here today to really prep you for once we get into the 8 angle toward the end of class. So what'll happen is you'll start from your forward fold. Palms down, lift your heels, bring the knees to your upper arms, and this is where we'll take it to crow. Just touch the knees to the arms, look forward and lean, keep your hips high, and lift your feet together. Toes to touch, heels up toward your seat. We'll hold this for just a couple breaths, and then you're going to set the feet down. Now from here, I'll tell you which leg to use, but you're going to wrap one of your legs around one of your arms, and bring the foot between your hands from the front. The other knee goes to your arm from behind, just like crow. Now from here, my left leg's forward, wrapped in my left arm. I'm going to lift my left foot before anything else, and to slide that foot over to the opposite side, hook the arm, squeeze in, and you'll feel that in your inner thighs. If you just want to stay like this, that's good enough. Shouldn't be especially comfortable, especially if your hips are tight. You are going to feel this right away. If you can take it further, then keep looking forward and then lean. See about leaning enough to lift that back foot. And you can always just stay right here, and this is good enough. And this is basically crow, keep in mind. Now, if you want to take things even further and play around with the shape, you can extend the back leg all the way back. Just be sure your elbow stays pulled in. And then you kind of just got to set everything down once you come into your vinyasa from here. Now, it is possible to transition from this, but it's hard. You have to pull the back knee in, unwrap the front leg. You can bring yourself up to crow, and then maybe hop it back to chaturanga. But just work things as best you can and see how far you want to go with that. We'll take it through the vinyasa from there. And you got a lot of opportunity to play around with that kind of thing, so just keep that in mind. Now, at the beginning of the flow, I just want to throw this out as well. You're going to start this in downward facing dog. And then from here, if you're going to start taking this into a 3-legged dog, up into your scorpion dog. You're going to bend your knee and hang the foot over to the opposite side. So my left foot's going over to the right, and I'm working to stack my hips and work the twist as much as I can. And then from here, you're going to take an inhale, straighten that lifted leg. With the exhale, pull this forward, bring your knee to your chest and your shoulders over your wrists, and then you're going to step that foot down halfway down the mat. Now from here, I want you to do the same thing on the other side, but with your shortened stance. So now my right leg goes up. I'm going to scorpion the pose from here, bending the right knee, hanging the right foot left, working to lift the hips. It's definitely going to be harder. And then extend that leg straight, set the foot down next to the first. And this is going to set you up for a series of hops. So I just want you to hop and clap your feet 3 times. So you're going to keep your arms vertical, dig your fingertips down, and just keep the shoulders of your wrists. And then it doesn't have to go very high. Just push down, hop, clap your feet, and land light. Now, my feet went up maybe about 6 inches up off the floor. If you want to take it to the point where you go into inversion, you can stack your hips, clap the feet, but still land it with some control. Keep your hands pressing down. And then after the third hop, we'll take it into the rest of the flow from that point. That's how we're going to begin. So just keep all that in mind. So good. Let's go ahead and get this started. Bring yourself down onto your back. And we're going to start this in Supta Baddha Konasana. So once you're down, bring the soles feet together, the knees out wide. And if your hips are pretty tight and the knees are more than a couple inches up off the floor, slide the feet away from you a little bit. And just try to relax around the hips as best you can. Let your knees settle to the floor. Keep your feet in contact. And let your low back just take its natural arch. Now you can take it even further. Maybe rest your palms on your inner thighs. Just to encourage the knees to settle further down. You don't have to push down at all. And if you prefer, you can just have your arms out to the sides, palms open toward the ceiling. But either way, let your shoulders sink down, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And just go slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, just reaches forward, hands between your thighs somewhere. Inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reaches out long. And then with the exhale, reach forward and curl forward this time. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted. Belly pulled in, press your low back into the floor, and maybe pull the heels in a little bit closer, but keep your knees out wide. And we'll go back and forth from here. So with your next inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward, stretch forward through your fingertips. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this forward again. Inhale, roll out. Now with the exhale, this time curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to the left side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this left again. Now inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, this time curl back into center. Stay lifted, belly pulled in, low back on the floor. Keep looking forward. Now keep on stretching forward through the fingertips and hold your shape. Lift your feet up off the floor, keep your knees wide. And then as you lift it, we're going to pulse this, bringing the hands further forward. On my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take hold of your knees, relax your head down, and squeeze your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything down for a moment. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Reach your arms out wide, right and left, palms to the floor, and then extend your legs straight up. Now straighten your legs as much as you can. Keep your ankles stacked over your hips, even if you've got to bend your knees. And if you're able to straighten completely, tense up your thighs, lock your knees, point your toes up toward the ceiling. And then from here, just scissor the legs side to side. Reverse the cross as you go back and forth. Now use this just to warm up your inner thighs here. Keep your belly pulled in, low back down. Keep your core braced. And then as you start to move, see about going out as wide as you can. And try to take this back and forth with some speed, whatever you can move smoothly through here. And just keep on moving. Now as you're moving like this, keep your legs as straight as you can. Reach to the big toes. If your legs are straight, rotate the big toes toward the midline. And then go ahead, slow this down. And bring the legs together, back to vertical side by side. Now back and forth, the twist, and keep your shoulders grounded. Lower your left heel toward the floor without lowering all the way. And then bring your right leg over the left and let your body twist. Come back up to center with the legs side by side. And then right heel down, left leg over the right. Keep your feet up off the floor and just twist it here. And bring it back to center with the legs at vertical. Left heel down, right leg over to your left again. Bring it back up to center. Right heel down, left leg over to the right. Keep your shoulders grounded. And then come back up to center with the legs up high. Left heel down, right leg over to left. One more time. And then bring it back to center with your legs side by side. Right heel down, left leg over to the right. One more time. And then come back up to center. Once you come back to center, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your feet back to the floor and come back to Baddha Konasana. Soles, feet together, knees out wide. And then bring the heels in close enough that your low back stays basically flat. We're going to take this to a variation of bridge. So keep the knees wide and bring the arms to your sides. Bend the elbows so the forearms are vertical. Curl your hands into fists. Keep the fists clenched. Keep your elbows pressing down and just keep your gaze up high. Now when you're ready from here, go ahead, press into the feet. With an inhale, lift your hips up as high as you can. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press up high, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press up high, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll this down. And then inhale, press up high and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting like this, and still pull the knees out wide. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Now once you come down, lift your feet up off the floor, reach your hands forward, take hold of your big toes. And once you got that grip, keep the feet together, knees out wide, lift your head and shoulders, and round your spine as much as you can, or you're going to get stuck. So lift your tailbone and keep your shoulders lifted. Now I want to roll this back and forth, so bring your weight back toward your shoulders, and then forward to the tailbone. And just keep rocking forward and back like this. Now again, keep your spine rounded as best you can, keep your head curled in. And we're going to try to go back and forth about 5 times. And then once you're ready, go ahead, bring this up to a seat, but try to keep your feet up off the floor and find your balance. You're still holding onto the toes. So pull the heels in close, keep the knees out wide, draw the elbows in around your waist and sit this up tall. Press your low back forward, chest forward, shoulders down, keep your gaze forward. And then when you're ready from here, just release your grip, keep the legs as they are, and reach your hands forward. Now as you hold this, try to keep your torso where it is, but lift the right foot up as high as you can, and then bring your feet together. Lift your left foot up, and then come back to center. Right foot up again. Feet back together, hold your balance, lift your left foot up, and then bring the feet together. Lift the right foot up one more time. Come back into center, lift your left foot up one more time. And then back to center. Now reach forward, take hold of your toes again. And reset, pull the heels in close, press your low back forward, shoulders down, chest forward. And then start to lift both feet, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, but still sit this up tall. Now tense up your thighs and tense up around the hinge of the hips where your legs actually connect to the pelvis. Keep yourself upright as best you can, keep your gaze forward. And then just hold this shape as best you can, and very slowly, without changing things too much, just release your grip, keep your balance. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, and find all fours. And once you move into all fours, just take a moment here and breathe. Shake things out a little bit. Move your shoulders and hips side to side. And then just bring this into center. Now stack the hips over your knees, shoulders over, wrist palms down. Rotate your fingertips out to the side and then back toward your knees as much as you can. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep your spine lifted like this. If you want to take it even further, maybe slide your knees back, but only so far as you feel an additional stretch without lifting your palms at all. Now keep your spine lifted, keep that grip. You can always stay here, but if you want to take it further, then go ahead, lift your right knee and bring the right heel forward outside the right hand to where you can. And then set the knee down. Left heel forward outside the left hand. And bring the knee back to the floor. Right heel forward again, up to the right, and then set the knee down. Left heel up to your left side, and then set the knee. One more time forward to the right heel, and then set the knee down. One more time forward to the left heel, and then bring the knee to the floor. And then go ahead, come up onto the fingertips and bring the hands in close, within about one hand's length of your knees. Now go ahead, flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling, and keep the shoulder blades spread apart. Now keep the hands tense like this and just hold, maybe just sway your shoulders side to side, that could be good enough. But if you can take this further, keep your knees bent, and let's work this with hip opening as well. So lift the right knee out to your right side, and then bring the right big toe down outside your left knee as best you can, and then bring the right knee back to the floor. Left knee lifts up to the left. Big toe down outside the right knee. And then bring the knee back to the floor. Right knee up to the right. Right big toe down past your left knee. And then bring the knee back to the floor. Left knee out to the left side. Left big toe outside the right knee. And then bring the left knee down. One more time with the right knee. Bring it out to the side. Big toe down outside your left knee. And then set the right knee back on the floor. Left knee out to the side one more time. Left big toe past your right knee. And then bring that left knee down. Go ahead, come up onto the fingertips, come down to sitting on your heels. And take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Once you're ready, come back into all fours. And let's take this into a lopsided setup from here. So come down onto the right forearm and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves into center, that forearm's diagonal. Now slide your left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist and keep the elbow pulled into your side. Keep your chest facing down. Put the weight to the right knee, hover the left knee up off the floor and keep your left knee bent. And then left knee out to the side as high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in again. Left knee out to the side high as you can lift. And then fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side, lift it high, keep the toes pointed left. And then with an inhale, extend your left leg straight back. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to left shoulder, now hold it here, and then set the left leg down on your left arm. Now try to move from your left hip, set your left foot on the floor, bring it past your left hand, maybe walk it forward a little bit. And then see about hooking the left arm with your left leg. Now you can lift the left shoulder high, but bring that left leg around your left arm and try to lift the foot up off the floor. Keep the leg squeezing your arm. To take it further, tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee up off the floor, keep your chest facing down. And so we're moving with that setup toward your flying lizard. When you're ready, just release this. Bring the right knee down. Unwrap the left leg from your left arm and come up to all fours. And I'll turn around so we can do this on the other side. So stay on the right hand, but come down to the left forearm this time. Left elbow to the side. Bring your left hand into center so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled into your side. Put the weight to the left knee, hover the right. And then right knee out to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Right knee out the side, lift it high. And fold the leg back in again. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Right knee out to the side, high as you can lift. And fold the leg back in again. Right knee out to the side, high as you can lift. Now keep the toes pointed right. Keep that knee high. With an inhale, extend the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Bring it in close and push that right leg down onto your right arm. Keep your chest facing down. Now try to move from the hips. Set the right foot down. Get it past the right hand. You can walk it further forward. Right arm underneath your right leg. And then slide that right foot over the left. You can lift up a little bit. Try to lift the right foot and hook that leg around your arm. Squeeze the arm. Keep your chest facing down. Maybe go further. You can tuck the toes of the left foot and lift your left knee. And then release this. Go ahead, unwrap the right leg from your right arm. Come back to hands and knees. And let's move around here. Take a moment to breathe. Now, when you're ready, go ahead and tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees up off the floor. And then walk your hands back. Set your feet flat. And we're going to take a deep squat at the back of the mat. So feet about hips width distance apart. Heels in, toes out. Keep the heels down. Bend the knees and come down low. Now, if your hips are tight, just keep the hips at the level of the knees, and this is good enough. If you can come down further with the feet still flat, find your depth. And just feel this out for a moment here. And then I'll warm things up and take this a little bit further. Now, the toes are going to stay where they are. Bring your fingertips down to the floor in front of you. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk this forward. Stretch your body out long and touch your knees down. And then walk your hands back in. Set the heels down and come back to that squat. Again, hands down. Walk this forward. Touch your knees down to the mat. Walk it back in. Set your feet flat. Heels to the floor. Now this time, walk this out to the right side. Touch your knees down. Stretch this out long. Walk back in. Set your feet flat. Back to that squat. And then walk it out to your left side. Knees to the floor. Come back into center with both heels down. Bring it over to the right side again. Stretch this out. And then walk it back into center. And then walk it out to your left side. Knees touch down. Come back into center here. One more time over to the right. Knees touch down. Come back into center. And then one more time over to your left side. Touch the knees to the floor. And then come back to your squat. Now this time just walk it straight forward. Stretch it out nice and long. Knees to the mat. Walk it back in. Heels down. Bring your seat down low. Just hold for a moment. And then once you're ready, bring your fingertips to the floor. Hips up high. Shake your legs out for a moment. And just breathe. Now you can just stay here, take a few breaths, maybe take a little break. If you want another stretch before we move on, feel free. But if you're ready, you can just walk the hands forward, keep your hips high, and come into your down dog. Now once you're ready, just bring yourself into position and take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can. Now keep that long upward reach for the hips. Draw in through the belly around the low ribs. And with the hips pressing high, if your legs are tight, you can always let the tension go and bend your knees. And if you want to stay loose, maybe just pedal out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips width distance apart, deep into the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, and then restack your spine slowly around this upper standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat, and let's step it back to high plank. Find your shape, wrist underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control, all the way down to your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, draw the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then work to lift this up a little bit higher. And take an inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stand at the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees. Take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift up with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And take a deep inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly, hips up, pad back to down dog. Paddle out, let your hips move side to side. Now let's take it through the sun salutations here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga, next high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach as high. And then exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank the lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull it back in and bring your hips back up. 1 last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw it all in. And bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And open to a scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. So work to stack your hips. With the next inhale, straighten your right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders or wrists, stay forward. And set the right foot down halfway down the mat. Now from here, inhale your left leg up as high as you can. Scorpion the pose. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Work to stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, reach up. And with the exhale, bring the left foot down next to the right. Now press your palms, stack your shoulders or wrists, dig your fingertips down. Want to hop this 3 times, high or low. So clap your feet 3 times, land as lightly as you can. Now after that third hop, set the right foot down between your hands, slide the left foot back, find your low lunge. And then take it lower, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready with an inhale, open this up, reach your arms up and back, and gaze up high. Now let your hips sink low toward the front of the mat. Just breathe into this here for a moment. Now as you hold this, take a steeple grip. Bring the palms together. Interlace your fingers. Index fingers pointing up. Now draw the shoulders back. Keep your chest open. Bend the elbows if you need to, and straighten the arms if you can. Now keep the hips low. Keep your gaze up high to start. And then take this to the side. So lean to the right, look down to the right. Back up the center, gaze high. Lean to the right, look down to the right. Back up the center, gaze high. One more time, lean right, gaze down to the right. Hold here, keep that left hip pulling forward and still keep your hips low. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, back to low lunge. And from here, we'll take it to a pyramid stance. Bring that left foot forward, 1 pace behind the right. Both feet flat. Hands to your hips with an inhale, come all the way upright. Now take a moment just to set up your stance. About 3 feet front to back, hips width distance side to side. The hips are still squared. Both legs straight, both feet flat with the left foot pointed to the side at least a little bit. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing me, keep that shoulder pulled back. Left arm reaches high. And we'll take it down toward a halfway fold, so take an inhale. Now with the exhale, take it slow. Hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, look forward and come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge toward halfway one more time and hold. Keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. And then bring both hands together at your left side, palms to touch, fingers interlace, shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward, keep your chest open. Feel that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Bend the right knee if it feels like too much. Now keep your gaze forward, keep the arch in your spine. And to take that stretch further into the back of the right leg, we're going to pulse the shoulders up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend the right knee, bring the left hand down to the floor, right arm still bound. Push into the right foot, lift the left, extend the left leg straight back. Revolved half moon, lift the right shoulder and look to the right. Now you can just stay here, you can keep the right knee bent straight in the leg if you can. Maybe reach that right arm high and open up. If you want to bind this, you can bend the left knee, reach with the right hand. If you find the foot, kick into your hand and let it pull your shoulder back. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, left foot down next to the right. And then slide your right foot back and take yourself back into low lunge. Now from here, when you're ready, take warrior 2. With an inhale, drop the right heel, lift your torso, open up to your right side. And take a moment to adjust. Deep bend the left knee, straight right leg. One line for the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide that left foot further forward, but sink your hips down. Keep everything opened up to the right side of the mat. Now reach your arms out wide, open up your palms, and emphasize the reach as we take this back and forth like you're turning a giant wheel. So with the inhale, reverse. Right arm reaches down and forward, left arm up and back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend, left arm down and back, right arm up and forward. Inhale, reverse like this, stretch it out. Exhale, extend, keep reaching. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse this one more time, hold here. Right arm down and forward, left arm up and back, look up toward the ceiling, pull your left shoulder back. And see about straightening your left leg, open your chest even further toward the ceiling. Let your head fall back and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Bend the left knee, lift the right heel, square your hips to the front of the mat. And then when you're ready, as many steps as you need, come forward to the left foot with your right knee up high, find your balance at the front. Now once you got your balance, with your right hand, take hold of the right knee, pull it out to the side, maybe stay here. And if you want to take it further, left arm reaches down to your side about 45 degrees. Now maybe look down the left arm and lean left, but lift that right knee higher. And if you want to go further, you can reach inside the right leg, maybe find the big toe. Now if you have that grip, you can pull the knee up higher or extend the leg up to the side, but you're still leaning. Still balancing here. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, slowly bring yourself upright. Hands to hips, right knee forward. And then just set the right foot down next to the left. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and let's take it in the crow, palms down. Lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean, take it slow, but lift your feet together. Toes to touch, pull the heels up toward your seat. And then set your feet down, and let's take it into the setup of flying lizard. So that's going to be right leg around your right arm, right foot between your hands from the front, left knee to your left arm from behind. Lift your right foot and squeeze the right arm tight. Maybe stay here. If you're going to balance, lean forward to lift that left foot up as well. And then if you can take it further, you can extend that left leg back, but keep the left elbow pulled in. Take it to where you can. And when you're ready, go ahead and take it through Vinyasa. Once you find it down, dog, paddle out. And let's take all that to the other side. So from downward facing dog, inhale your left leg up high. Scorpion the pose. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot over the right. Work to stack your hips. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward. Knee to chest, shoulders, wrists, stay forward. And set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Now from here, inhale the right leg up high. Now bend the right knee, scorpion the pose. Hang the right foot left. Keep your hips lifted as much as you can. With your next inhale, reach your right leg straight up. Exhale, bring that foot down next to left. Now press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders, wrists, keep the arms vertical. Again, 3 times. Hop, clap the feet, land lightly. And then after that third hop, left foot between your hands, slide the right foot back, come into low lunge. And then let's take it lower. Right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready with an inhale, open this up, reach up and back, gaze up high. Now let the hips sink low toward the front. Keep breathing here. And then keep your shape, but take a steeple grip, palms together. Interlace the fingers, but point through the index fingers. Shoulders back, chest open, keep looking up. Now maybe the elbows are bent, maybe you straighten your arms. And then let's lean this to the side. So lean to the left, look down to the left. And then come back to center, gaze high. Lean left, look down to the left. Back to center, gaze high. Lean left, look down to the left, hold here. Keep that left hip pulling forward, keep the hips low, keep breathing. Or keep the right hip pulling forward, I should say. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down around the left foot. Now tuck the toes of your right foot, lift your right knee back to low lunge. And we'll take it to a pyramid stance. Right foot forward, 1 pace behind the left, set it flat. Hands to your hips, bring yourself all the way upright. Both legs straight, both feet flat, right foot to the side at least a little bit. Square your hips so the right hip pulls forward in line with the left. Now once you're ready from here, take the half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing your shoulder, pull back. Right arm reaches high. And we'll take it down toward the halfway fold. So take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, look forward, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. With the exhale, hinge forward toward halfway and hold. Now right hand meets the left at your right side. Palms together, fingers and lace, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest forward. And pull that left hip back, right hip forward still. Feel the stretch on the back of the left thigh. You can always bend that left knee if it's too much. Now hold the arch in your spine. Keep your gaze forward. And just pulse the shoulders up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Push into your left foot. Lift the right and extend the right leg straight back. Revolved half moon. Lift the left shoulder. Open up your chest to the left side. Now you can keep the left knee bent or straighten the leg. Maybe open up and reach your left arm high. If you want to bind it, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. Find the foot. And if you have that grip, kick in your hand, pull the shoulder further back. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot down next to left. Now keep the right foot forward, slide your left foot back, come into low lunge. And then from here to your warrior two. With an inhale, drop your left heel, lift the torso, wimble the arms. Open out to your left side. Deep into the right knee, straight left leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Now sink your hips down low, make the stance nice and long, keep everything open to the left side. Reach your arms out wide, open up your palms. And again, as we go back and forth, emphasize the reach like you're spinning a giant wheel. So with an inhale, reverse, left arm down and forward, right arm up and back, gaze high. With the exhale, extend, right arm down and back, left arm up and forward. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time and hold. Left arm down and forward, right arm up and back, pull the right shoulder back and look up. And then straighten your right leg, try to square your chest toward the ceiling. Keep breathing here, let your head fall back. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, hands to your hips, bring your spine upright. Bend into the right knee, lift your left heel and square the hips to the front. As many steps as you need, come forward onto the right foot with your left knee lifted at the front of the mat. Now dig your right big toe down. When you're ready, with your left hand, take hold of the left knee, pull it out to the side and keep your hip open. If you're going to take it further, right arm reaches down at your side about 45 degrees. Now to go further, look down the length of the right arm, start to lean right and lift your left knee. And this is good enough here, but if you're going to go further, left hand inside the left leg, find the big toe. You can use that grip to pull the knee up higher. Maybe extend the leg up and to the left and just take things to where you can. Still balancing here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring yourself up, right hands to your hips, left knee forward, and set the left foot down next to the right. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it back into crow. Palms down, lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward. Take it slow, but bring the feet up together. Toes to touch, heels pulling toward your seat. And then go ahead, set your feet down. Let's take that flying lizard setup. Left leg around your left arm. Left foot between the hands from the front. Right knee touches your right arm from behind. Lift your left foot and squeeze the left arm. Maybe stay here. To take it further, lean forward and lift your right foot. To take it further yet, maybe extend the right leg back. Just be sure that right elbow's under control. Keep it pulled in. And then go ahead and move to another vinyasa. Once you find it down dog, move around, breathe. Let's take the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Scorpion the pose. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, stack your hips as much as you can. With your next inhale, extend the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrist, stay forward. And set the right foot down halfway down the mat. From here, inhale your left leg up as high as you can. Scorpion the pose. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Work to lift that left hip up. With your inhale, extend the left leg high. Exhale, bring the foot down next to the right. Now press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, arms vertical, shoulders wrists. Just look down 3 times, hop, clap the feet, land lightly each time. After that third hop, right foot between your hands, slide the left foot back, come into low lunge. And then bring your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind, come down low again, Vinyasa. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up and back, gaze up high. Now settle the hips low, sink down toward the front of the mat. And keep the front of the left side long. As you look up toward the ceiling, just bring your hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other, draw the shoulders further back, press your knuckles toward the floor. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just look forward. Now press into your right foot, stack your hips over your left knee. And then we'll take it a little bit further from here. Now keep the hips stacked over the left knee and hinge forward. Bring your torso as fully under the right thigh as you can and keep your hips squared. Look forward. Now come up onto the right heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling. Slide that heel forward and look for the deepest stretch you can hold on to on the back of the right thigh. Dig down into that heel. Now back and forth from this position. Go ahead, lift up, bend the right knee, set that foot flat. Sink your hips low as your torso comes upright. And then pull back, torso to your right thigh, and dig that right heel down. Again, lift up, Bend the right knee, set the foot flat, sink your hips forward. Pull back, torso to the right thigh, and fold down onto that right leg. One more time, lift up, bend the right knee, sink your hips down low. And then pull back, torso to the right thigh, stay low this time. Now try to keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, dig into the right heel. You could slide it further forward, but keep the contact. And maybe rotate that right big toe towards center. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling as well. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down inside the right leg. Now go ahead, bend the right knee, set the right foot flat. Swing the left foot over to the right side of the mat. We're going to take a kneeling warrior two. So bring yourself upright. Everything stacks the vertical from the left knee up as you open up to the left side of the mat. Line this up to the right heel is basically in line with that left knee. Now you can walk the right foot further away as long as it stays flat. Everything stays pressed out to the side. Keep your left foot kicking down into the floor. And then take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing, draw that shoulder back. Reach the right arm forward and open up your palm toward the ceiling. Keep the right foot rooted. Let's go back and forth from here. So with an inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend this forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this again, stretch this out long. Exhale, extend it forward. Inhale, reverse this one more time. Now with the exhale, extend forward, stay forward, and bring the right hand down inside the right leg. Left shoulder stays high, look up toward the ceiling. Now, if you can take it further, and you probably can, you can bend that right elbow, sink further down inside the right thigh, keep that leg squeezing in. If you want the full bind, reach underneath and find that grip behind you. Wherever you take this to, keep the right thigh squeezing in, left shoulder high. And if you want to go deep, you can lift up onto the right heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling, maybe slide that heel forward and work to straighten the leg even further. Keep breathing here, but stay open to the side with your left shoulder lifted. Now take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, just release this, both hands down around your left knee. Now press in your palms, be sure that right foot's flat. And then come up onto your left foot, you're still facing the side of the mat. Left foot's your base, right into the chest, curl in. Take hold of the right knee, and round this all the way up to vertical. You're still facing the side of the mat. Now dig your left big toe down into the floor, and when you find your balance, bring the left hand to your hip, right knee pulls out to the side with your right hand. And just keep the hip open here. We're going to hinge forward and take it back and forth. So put a little bend the left knee, keep the right knee where it is. Hinge from the left hip. Bring your chest forward and come down toward a halfway fold. Right knee stays more or less in place. And then back up the vertical with that knee still out wide. Again, hinge from the left hip, keep the knee bent a little bit. Bring your torso down toward parallel with the floor. Back up the vertical with that right hip open. One more time. Hinge from the right hip, or from the left hip rather. Bring your chest down low, keep looking forward. And then come back up the vertical with that right knee out to the side. And then hands to hips, just step the right foot to the front of the mat. Lift your left heel, square the hips forward. And when you're ready, the weight's going to be on the right foot. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now dig into the right big toe. Once you're stable, take your standing twist. Right hand outside the left knee. Draw the left shoulder back and open up your chest to the left side. Woo. If you want to take it further, you can reach the right hand to the outside edge of the left foot and maybe extend that leg. Maybe reach your left arm back, but stay vertical and keep your twist. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, turn back to center. Hands to hips, left knee lifted. Set the left foot down next to the right. And then with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and take it back into crow. Press into the palms, dig your fingertips down, lift the heels up. Knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean, go slow, but lift your feet together. Toes to touch, peels, pull up toward your seat. And then bring the feet to the floor and take that flying lizard setup. Right leg around your right arm. Right foot between your hands from the front. Left knee touches the left arm from behind. Now to take it further, lift the right foot, squeeze the right arm. And then you can lean forward to lift that left foot. Maybe extend that left leg back. Keep that elbow pulled in. And then take it through another vinyasa. From down dog, let's even all that out on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Scorpion the pose. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Try to stack your hips. With the next inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to chest, shoulders, wrists, stay forward. And set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Now inhale the right leg up as high as you can. Bend the right knee, scorpion the pose from here. Hang the right foot left square. Stack your hips. With your next inhale, extend the right leg high as you can. Exhale, bring that foot down next to the left. Arms are vertical, press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep the shoulders over your wrists. 3 times, hop, clap your feet, and land light. After that third hop, left foot between your hands, slide the right foot back, low lunge. Bring it down lower, right knee down, right foot flat behind. Now sink the hips down, press them forward. When you're ready with an inhale, open this up, reach your arms up and back, gaze high. And let the hips sink even lower than before. Keep breathing here. Now as you hold this shape, just bring the hands to your low back. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace your fingers. Pull the palms together. Draw the knuckles down toward the floor. Pull the shoulders back. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just look forward. Now push into your left foot, stack your hips over your right knee. And then start from here. Now hinge from the hips, bring your torso down onto your left thigh, look forward. And then slide the left heel forward, lift the toes up off the floor, and straighten that leg as much as you can. Look for the stretch on the back of the left thigh. You don't have to straighten the leg completely. Go back and forth from here. Lift this up, set the left foot flat, sink your hips down low toward the front. Pull back, torso to your left thigh, dig the heel down. Again, bring your torso upright, bend your left knee, set that foot flat, hips down and forward. Pull back, torso your left thigh, fold forward and dig into the left heel. Lift back up again, set the left foot flat, sink your hips down and forward. Pull the hips back, torso to your thigh. Now dig into the left heel, rotate that big toe in towards center, hold on to this. You can slide that heel further forward, but keep the contact with your left leg. Maybe roll the big toe towards center. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling, take it deeper. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down inside your left leg. Press into your palms, bend the left knee, set your left foot flat. Swing the right foot over the left side of the mat. Everything's going to stay open to the right side. So bring yourself up to vertical. Everything stacks from the right knee up. And then line that left heel up with the right knee. Now you can walk that left foot further out as long as you can still keep it flat. Everything stays open to the side. Keep your right foot kicking down. And then take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing me, draw that shoulder back, reach your left arm forward with the palm open toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this again. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse this. With the exhale, extend forward and stay forward this time. Bring the left hand down inside the left leg and keep your right shoulder high. Keep looking up. Now you can probably go further. See about bending that left elbow and sink down lower. If you want to find the full bind, reach underneath and find that grip behind you. Right shoulder high, you're still looking toward the ceiling. If you want to take it even further, keep the left thigh squeezing in, maybe come up onto the left heel, and maybe extend that left leg, but you're still open to the right side with the right shoulder high. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. Press in your hands, see if that left foot's flat. And as you push in your hands, come up onto the right foot. The right foot's your base. Draw the left knee to your chest and curl in. Take hold of your left knee. Round this all the way up to vertical. Now dig the right big toe down. Ooh, got to be sure I'm balanced. When you're ready, right hand to the right hip. Pull your left knee out to the side and keep that hip open. And then just go slow, hinging back and forth. Put a little bit on the right knee. Hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso forward, chest facing down. Come down toward parallel. And then lift back up. That left knee stays to the side the whole time. Again, hinge from the right hip. Bring yourself toward a halfway fold. Keep that left knee lifted. Back up the vertical with the hip still open. One more time. Hinge from the right hip. Bring yourself down toward halfway. Try to keep looking forward. And then come back up the vertical, left knee still to the side. Hands to your hips, just step the left foot to the front of the mat. Lift your right heel and square this forward. Come to standing with the right knee high when you're ready. Now press down into the left big toe. Once you're ready, find your standing balance. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Pull the right shoulder back, open up your chest to the right, maybe stay here. If you want to go further, left hand outside the right foot. You can extend the right leg forward and reach your right arm back. Now still balancing, take an inhale. With the exhale, turn back to center, hands to hips, right knee still lifted. Set the right foot down next to the left. And then when you're ready with an inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, fold all the way down one more time. Take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands down. Let's take it back to crow. Press into your palms, dig into the fingertips, lift the heels. Knees to the arms, hips high. Look forward, lean, and lift your feet together. Toes to touch, pull the heels up. And then set your feet down. Let's take that flying lizard setup. Left leg around your left arm, left foot between your hands from the front. Right knee goes to your right arm from behind. Lift your left foot and squeeze the left arm. Lean forward, lift your right foot up as well. And if you're going to extend that right leg back, keep the right elbow pulled in, keep it under control. When you're ready, take it to your last vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just paddle out and move around here. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, come down to all fours. Legs out from underneath you and come to a seat. And this is where we're going to take it toward 8 angles. So go ahead and start this out with your left leg extended, the right knee bent, and just take this as far as you're able. You can stop at any point, keep in mind. Now with the right knee fully bent, both hands, go ahead, grab your right leg and squeeze it into the side of your ribs. Squeeze in completely. You're trying to shut down the tension on the right hip. Let's move side to side for a moment here. Let's go ahead and cradle the leg. Wrap the right arm around the right knee. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Now bring that shin up toward parallel with the floor. Sit up tall and keep the toes of the right foot curled. Just move side to side. You're just doing an upright seated pigeon. If you can get that shin in close enough, maybe wrap your left arm around the right foot. Just be sure you don't feel any twinge in the knee, any stretch that go into the outer right hip. Breathe with this here. Now, if you want to stay with this position, this is good enough. If you're ready to go further, go slow. We're going to take this to compass. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, right arm inside the right leg. Now, work that leg up your arm, and you're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder or as close as it's going to go. Now, once the leg doesn't go any higher, press your right arm into your right leg. Right hand to your side, lean into this and just feel the stretch. And then if you want to go further, go slow. As you extend the right leg, open up your chest to the left side. Just take it the way you can. Don't force it. Now, if that leg's extended at all, put the bend back into the knee. Try to keep it up high. And if the leg slides down, use both hands and work that knee close to the shoulder again. And this is where we take the arm balance. So press the right arm into your right leg and lean forward onto your right hand. Keep the leg hooked. Left hand comes down outside your left thigh. Now try to keep your chest facing down and stay folded as much as you can. But push down and lift your seat up off the floor. Now hook the right foot under your left leg. And you can just lift the left foot. This is elephant trunk, and you can stay here. If you're going to take 8 angles, a few more steps. Ankles together. Inner thigh squeeze around the right upper arm. Shoulders forward, elbows back as your legs go out to the right side. Just take it to where you can. Hover above the floor. And then when release whenever you're ready. Come to a seat. Let's go ahead and take the other side. So right leg extended, left knee bent. Both hands to your left leg, squeeze into the side of your ribs and just try to let go of that tension on the left hip. Now let's cradle the leg from here. So bring the left arm around your left knee. Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Now bring the shin to parallel with the floor. Keep the toes of your left foot curled and keep the leg tense. Move side to side. You can wrap the arm around your left foot if you're able to bring the shin in close enough, but just sit up tall and bring the stretch into the outer left hip. If you feel this in the knee, you're going too far, keep in mind. Now, if you want to stay here, this is fine. If you're going to take it toward compass, left hand to the outside edge of the right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, so you can keep it straight. Left arm inside your left leg. Now, work that leg up your arm, and again, you're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder, get as close as you can. Press the left arm into your left leg, left hand to the side, lean into this. Good enough here, but if you're going to go further, go slow. And as you extend your left leg, open up your chest to the right, and just take it to where you can and breathe into the stretch. All right, slowly from here, bend back into that left knee. Try to keep it up high. If the leg slid down, work it back up to where you can. And then once you're ready, left arm pressing your left leg, lean forward onto your left hand. And run the right hand down outside the right thigh. Now try to keep a forward fold with your chest facing down. But push down, lift your seat up off the mat. Left foot underneath the right leg. You can just hook the leg and hold here. Again, that's elephant trunk. And if you're going to take it further, 8 angle, ankles together, inner thighs around the left upper arm, squeeze and let your shoulders go forward, elbows back, chaturanga arms here basically, hovering with your legs out to the left side. And to set everything down when you're ready. All right, when you're ready from here, come all the way down onto your back. Pull your knees in and just squeeze down tight. And then we'll just take one long round of back bending here. So just release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. I want to start the cueing out with bridge and then lead into wheel. If you want to hold wheel longer, you can just go right to that. And you can always stay in bridge. You don't have to take things further. But either way, feet, knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close. Let's start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze high. Now with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And this is good enough, but keep your hips pressing up. Hold the tension of the lift. Now, if you're going to take your bridge deeper, bring the hands underneath your hips. Interlace your fingers, pull the palms toward each other, draw your shoulders further behind your back, and keep your chest open like this. And if you're going to take it deeper still, if you can reach, you can hold the ankles and use that grip to lift the hips even higher and open up your chest still further. Now, if you want to take it from bridge to wheel, keep your glutes engaged, hips up, but release your hands. Bring the hands around your head, elbows high. And then when you're ready, just press in your palms. You can always lift to the top of your head. But then when you're ready, straighten your arms. So press your hips toward the ceiling, open your chest toward the back of the mat. For either pose, you can lift the heels if you feel too much in the low back. But hold tension of the back line of the body through the glutes, along the length of your spine, and especially across the shoulder blades to help open up your chest. Stay lifted, keep the front of the body open, and keep your breath long and smooth here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. And then once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in. Let's take Supta Gomukhasana, left foot to the floor. Right knee to the center of your chest, open that leg to 90 degrees. And then cross your legs together, bring that left knee in tightly behind the right. Opposite hand to opposite leg. Now you can hold the knees and that's fine. Maybe go further, work the hands toward your feet. If you're going to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands. Pull the feet toward the floor and toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees close, flatten out your spine, pull down as much as you can. And as you're pulling down, push back up into your hands and just breathe with this here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, release your grip, untangle the legs, and switch us out. Right foot to the floor, left knee to the center of your chest. Open your left leg to 90 degrees. Cross the legs and bring the right knee in directly behind the left. Now again, you can hold the knees, you can work the hands toward your feet, and if you're going to go deep, curl your toes toward your hands, pull the feet toward the floor, and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now again, keep your knees pulled in close. Draw down, try to flatten everything out. And then press back up into your hands at the same time. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Untangle the legs. Bring your knees to your chest side by side. Squeeze down. And then go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. Pull down on both sides. And then draw the knees down toward the floor. Outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine. Sink your tailbone down toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, maybe rock a little bit side to side. Even further, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then let yourself move bit by bit when you're ready. Fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw things back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull the knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.